Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another live stream. Please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell so you will be updated on all my future content. So this video is going to be a review of multi-digit subtraction with regrouping. Our first example problem is 95,194 minus 48,917. I'm going to go through step by step how to solve that problem. So before we do any subtraction, we have to check and see if regrouping is needed. And we regroup whenever there is a bottom digit that is bigger than the top digit. Now we regroup from left to right, and then we subtract from right to left. And I'm going to do all my regrouping before I do any subtraction. So, starting here in the 10,000s place, 9 is bigger than 4, we're good there. In the thousands place, we need to regroup because 8 is bigger than 5. You cannot start out with 5 and take away 8. So we're going to regroup by taking a 10 from the 10,000s place and adding 10 to the thousands place. So you take away 1 from the 10,000s place, that 9 is going to become an 8, and that 5 is going to become a 15. Now looking in the thousands place, not thousands place, we just regrouped in the thousands place. Looking in the hundreds place, we also have to regroup in the hundreds place. You cannot start out with 1 and take away 9. So we're going to take a 10 from the thousands place. That 15 is going to become a 14. And that 1 is going to become an 11. Now in the tens place, we're fine. 9 is bigger than 1. We don't need to regroup in the tens place. In the ones place, we will need to regroup. You cannot start out with 4 and take away 7. So the 4 is going to become a 14. And that 9 in the tens place is going to become an 8. Because we are taking a 10 from the tens place and adding it to the ones place. And now just to double check, 14 is bigger than 7, 8 is bigger than 1, 11 is bigger than 9, 14 is bigger than 8, 8 is bigger than 4. We are ready to subtract. So, starting in the ones place, 14 minus 7 is 7. 8 minus 1 also equals 7. 11 minus 9 equals 2. 14 minus 8 equals 6. 8 minus 4 equals 4. And we have our final answer. 95,194 minus 48,917 equals 46,277. All right, moving on to the next example problem. It's the Mr. Camilleri show. It's the Mr. C. It's the Mr. Camilleri show. 41,141 minus 19,988. That is our second example problem. Now we are going to do all our regrouping before we do any subtraction. We regroup whenever there's a bottom digit that's bigger than the top digit. So looking here, we're good in the 10,000s place. In the thousands place, we have to regroup. You cannot start out with 1 and take away 9. So we have to take a 10 from the 10,000s place and add it to the thousands place. So the 4 is going to become a 3. The 1 is going to become an 11. Now in the hundreds place, we can't start out with 1 and take away 9. So again, we have to regroup. That 1 is going to become an 11. And then the 11 in the thousands place, we have to take away 1. It's going to become a 10. Looking in the tens place, you cannot start out with 4 and take away 8. So again, we got to regroup. The 4 in the tens place is going to become a 14. And the 11 in the hundreds place is going to become a 10. Next, we go to the ones place. You can't start out with 1 and take away 8, so we regroup. That 1's going to become an 11, and that 14 is going to become a 13. It's always add 10, take away 1. So now we are ready to subtract. So we are now going to start in the ones place. 11 minus 8 equals 3. 13 minus 8 equals 5. 10 minus 9 equals 1. 10 minus 9 again equals 1. 3 minus 1 equals 2. And we have our final answer. 41,141 minus 19,988 equals 21,153. It's the Mr. Camilleri show. It's the Mr. C. It's the Mr. Camilleri show. Shout out to Mr. C. All right, next. 45,911 minus 38,423. Let me even out the 1 here in the tens place. Legibility does matter. Alright, so before we do any subtraction, I'm going to check and see if grouping is needed. We regroup whenever there is a bottom digit that is bigger than the top digit. We regroup from left to right, and then we subtract from right to left. I'm going to do all my regrouping before I do any subtraction. So you cannot start out with 5 and take away 8. So we have to regroup. The 4 in a 10,000s place is going to become a 3. The 5 in the thousands place is going to become a 15. Shout out to the person that just hit the like button. I appreciate you. Alright, in the hundreds place we're fine. In the tens place, that 1's going to become an 11. The 9 is going to become an 8. Now we're in the ones place. You cannot start out with 1 and take away 3, so we have to take a 10 from the tens place. That 1's going to become an 11. And the 11 in the tens place, we have to take away 1. It's going to become a 10. And now we are ready to subtract. Just to make sure after regrouping that all the top numbers are equal to or bigger than the bottom numbers. It's okay if the numbers are equal or the same. The top number just can't be less. So 3 minus 3, that works. Again, the numbers can be the same. It's the only thing that won't work is if the top number is less or smaller than the bottom number. 15 is greater than 8, 8 is greater than 4, 10 is greater than 2, 11 is greater than 3. We are ready to subtract. 11 minus 3 equals 8. 10 minus 2 equals 8. 8 minus 4 equals 2. 15 minus 8 equals 7. 3 minus 3 equals 0. We could put a 0 in the 10,000s place, or we could just leave it blank. Usually in a situation like that, I would just leave it blank. Alright, so 45,911 minus 38,423 equals 7,288. Shout out to everybody tuning in. Please hit the like button. It really helps the algorithm. And we are moving on to our final example problem. It's the Mr. Camilleri show. It's the Mr. C. It's the Mr. Camilleri show. Shout out to Mr. C. Alright, 68,334 minus 49,711. This will likely be our final example problem of the video. So we are going to start out by regrouping We regroup from left to right, and then we subtract from right to left. We regroup whenever there's a bottom digit that's bigger than the top digit. So here in the thousands place, you cannot start out with 8 and take away 9. So we've got to add a 10 to the thousands place. The 6 will become a 5. The 8 will become an 18. Going to the hundreds place now, you can't start out with 3 and take away 7, so we have to add a 10. 3 is going to become a 13, and the 18 is going to become a 17. We add 10, we take away 1. That's how we regroup. We add 10 and then take away 1 from the column to the left. Now in the tens place, 3 minus 1, that works. 4 minus 1, that also works. The top number is bigger in both the tens and ones place, so we do not need to regroup in the tens or the ones place. We are now ready to subtract. Double checking, making sure all the top digits are either equal to or bigger than the bottom digits. 5 is bigger than 4. 17 is bigger than 9. 13 is bigger than 7. 3 is bigger than 1. 4 is bigger than 1. We are ready to subtract. So starting in the ones place, 4 minus 1 equals 3. 3 minus 1 equals 2. 13 minus 7 equals 6. 17 minus 9 equals 8. And 5 minus 4 equals 1. And we have our final answer. 68,334 minus 49,711 equals 18,623. Alright, that is my video for today. Please leave a comment. Let me know what you thought of the video, and if there is an area of math or reading that you're having difficulty with, put that in the comments, and I will try to do a future video on that skill. So until next time, Christ is King, God is good, have a great day, God bless, and I will see you all on the next video.